Good morning, you are watching OpTv Global News with me Sobia Ali. Let's start by taking a look at the headlines first. Let's get to the top stories of the day. First of all, international headlines. A fire broke out at Europe's largest nuclear plant in Ukraine after Russian forces shelling at Zaporizhzhia nuclear plant. However, the plant's director told that radiation security had been secured at the site. Russia and Ukraine have agreed to the need for humanitarian corridor to help civilians escape from Ukraine. Thousands are thought to have died or been wounded in the war, creating 1 million refugees. The US has announced fresh sanctions on Russian oligarchs. US President Joe Biden said that the goal is to maximize the impact on Russian President Putin. Russia has decided to halt rocket engine deliveries to United States. The decision taken in response to a new wave of Western sanctions related to Ukraine conflict. Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman offered to host mediation talks between Russia and Ukraine. He also reiterated his support for the OPEC group of oil producers to stabilize the oil market. The oil-rich Gulf monarchs have so far resisted Western pressure to raise oil output. Gulf countries have said that Russian-Ukraine war is not there. Iran's stockpile of enriched uranium has reached more than 50 times the limit set out the UN nuclear watchdog. International Atomic Energy Agency estimated. The IAEA said that it is still not able to verify Iran's exact stockpile of enriched uranium. Italy's religion Lazio is offering couples €2,000 to get married. The step is taken to boost business for the domestic wedding industry after pandemic in the era. And now let's get to the top stories from Pakistan. The Pakistan Navy attacked an Indian submarine and foiled its attempt to enter the water of the country. The ISPR Director General Major General Babar Iftikhar said that this was the fourth detention of an Indian submarine during the last 5 years. President of Uzbekistan is on a 2-day state visit of Pakistan. Prime Minister of Pakistan Imran Khan and the Uzbek President expressed satisfaction over the increasing volume of bilateral trade and moved to lobby for unfreezing Afghan assets. Pakistan and Uzbekistan agreed to enhance connectivity via Afghanistan. Prime Minister Imran Khan said that the step would connect Pakistan's Central Asian states and vice versa. Chairman Joint Chief Staffs of Committee General Nadeem Raza holds defense cooperation talks with Kenya Defense Force dignitaries. Pakistan and Kenya have reframed their commitment for strengthened the existing defense and security relationship. The Islamabad High Court observed that since convicted Indian spy Kulbhushan Yadav has the right to a fair trial, the court called upon the Indian government to ask an official in Pakistan to attempt hearing of the review petition filed against Yadav's conviction. Pakistan and India have retreated to implement Indus Water Territory. Development comes from following 11th meeting of the India-Pakistan Permanent Indus Commission held in Islamabad. A portrait of Quaid-e-Azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah has been installed at Whitehall's prestigious National Library Club. Jinnah, along with Mr. Dadabhai Naoroji, becomes the first South Asian leaders to honor the main hallway of this exclusive club. Opposition leaders have finalized consultations regarding on-trust move. The JUIF chief Fazlur Rahman said that chances are that allies will join hands with the oppositions for no confidence motion. PMLQ has agreed to cooperate with Prime Minister of Pakistan Imran Khan, Pakistan's betterment. PMLQ leader and Speaker of Punjab Assembly Chaudhry Parvez Elahi acknowledged the government's effort to curb inflation by saying that Imran Khan has taken good measures to control rising inflation. Across all, 14% of children in Pakistan are suffering from obesity and are overweight. Health experts fear things may get worse in coming years if current lifestyle trends continue.
Equal justice under law. We haven't yet lived up to that promise, marginalized communities across our nation. I'm Faisal Gill. I saw how the color of your skin, so I went to law school because I wanted to fight to make the law work for all, because I wanted to give back, because Black lives matter, because we need to incarcerate less and educate who deserves justice.
And now let's get to the top stories from Health World. The World Health Organization recommended Merck and Co. COVID-19 and travels pills for high-risk patients. Molnupiravir is recommended for patients with non-severe diseases who are at high risk of hospitalization. The European Medicines Agency has approved Moderna's vaccines for children aged 6 to 11. It also recommended booster shots of its Pfizer vaccine for children aged 12 and over. And now let's get to the top stories from Science and Technology World. A discredited part of a rocket is hours away from crashing into the moon. Scientists said that effects of the impact on the moon are expected to be minor. And now let's get to the top stories from Sports World. Pakistan won the toss and elected to bat first against Australia in their match in Rawalpindi. Imamul Haq and Abdullah Shafiq have opted for the Pakistan side. Pakistan's Cricket Board Chief Executive Officer Faisal Hasnain said that today is a historical moment in Pakistan cricket's history. He expressed gratitude to the Australian cricket team for their tour to Pakistan. And now let's get to the top stories from Entertainment World. Bollywood superstar Aishwarya Rai Bachchan is all set to make her big screen comeback. Her film Napoleon's 11 is based on Kalki's classic Tamil language historical fiction novel. Streaming giant Netflix has paused all future projects and acquisitions from Russia. Filming for the production of Russian language series Zeto will be halted. A Pakistani court has rejected the Aquarius appeals of actress Sabah Qamar and singer Bilal Said in Wazir Khan Mosque case. And now let's get to the top stories from Business World. Pakistan's stock exchange gains 11.60 points to close at 44,525.72 points. A total of 188,666,338 shares were traded during the day. The Pakistani rupee remained under pressure in the international market. The dollar rose by 43 paise in 3 days to rupees 177.83 rupees. So that's all we have in this edition of OpTv Global News. Keep watching and stay safe.
Equal justice under law. We haven't yet lived up to that promise, marginalized communities across our nation. I'm Faisal Gill. I saw how the color of your skin, so I went to law school because I wanted to fight to make the law work for all, because I wanted to give back. Because black lives matter. Because we need to incarcerate less and educate more. Deserves justice.